Welcome to the Paul Cruz Sales Agency, where sales do happen. That's what my company's all about. And I'm going to ask you a question. Are you excited about what you do? Do you love selling and doing what you do? Or if you're not, stay tuned because I have a very valuable, powerful, and important video. It's a three-part series that I'm going to share with you. Now, this is the opening monologue. But before we dig into the topic, if you're watching me on my channel and you want to subscribe, just hit the subscription button below. If you like the video, do me a favor, smash the like button. And what I really do want you to do after you watch the videos, there's a three-part series. Please share your comments, share your thoughts. Let me know what you're thinking, whether you agree or disagree on the topic I'm going to share with you. Now, what is the topic about? The topic is about how to become a dynamic salesperson. Okay? And I mean that sincerely. Because here's what you have to understand. It's very simple. There's a lot of sales books out there that are theoretical, but it's not practical. There's a lot of gurus out there and so-called sales coach and trainers that really don't know what they're talking about. And I don't like to call myself a sales trainer or coach, but for industry purposes, I have to do that to categorize me, right? But here's what I want you to understand. Selling is a mindset. Selling is a cause. And closing is an attitude. It's the effect. Now, what I'm going to share with you in this three-part series is 15 powerful and valuable ingredients that all of the top dynamic salesperson have in common. In other words, is their characteristics of becoming a dynamic salesperson. No matter what industry, when you look at the top sports team and the top players in every sport, they're dynamic salespeople. They're entertainers. They're producers. They have a lot of these ingredients, a lot of these elements. When you look at musicians, and I compare salespeople equivalent to musicians because what they do is they take words, create a song, get people engaged, get people to take action, get people to cry, laugh, dance, get angry, emotional. They make words pop. And that's what a successful dynamic salesperson does. So again, this is a three-part series. Stay tuned. Buckle up. I encourage you to watch all three videos in their full length, and you will benefit from them only if you take action. Because without action, you're never going to produce results, or you will produce the wrong results. Does that make sense? So now for the introduction. Welcome to the Paul Cruz Sales Agency. This is part one of a three-part series, a very unique, I think is one of my best topics because it really brings everything together. Now, if you watch the opening monologue, you know the topic is how to become a dynamic salesperson. Now, some of you probably believe that you're not a salesperson. But I'm here to share something with you. You are a salesperson. Everyone is a salesperson. Whether you're working at McDonald's or a retail store, everyone is a salesperson. Why do I say that? Because when you go to network events or social events or family gathering, or you go to a sports event. Every time you're communicating with people that you don't know and that don't know you, you're selling. It's okay. We're all sales. Being a dynamic salesperson to me is the most powerful, incredible, valuable profession in the entire world, in my view. Now, why do I say that? Because without salespeople, the world doesn't work. Why do I say that? Because people are always buying and someone or something has to sell it to them, right? Why do I say that? Because people buy one of two ways. They either want something or they need something. And how do most people buy? On emotion. They want something, right? So in this first part, it's what you must have. Okay, these are the first 5 ingredients of 15 ingredients. So the first 5, the number 1 ingredient that you must have as a dynamic salesperson or to become a dynamic salesperson is you have to be excited about being a salesperson. You have to be excited with what you're offering and what you're selling. And hopefully you're selling value and you're selling you. But you have to be excited. Why do I say that? Just think about it. Without excitement, nothing happens. Why do I say that? Because excitement sells. Well, why do you buy? Why do you buy a new laptop or new TV or new cell phone or new watch or new clothes? You get excited about wanting to buy these things. We all do. When you want to see a good movie, you get excited about going to watch that movie. When you want to listen to a song, you get excited about wanting to hear that song. Why? Because it's going to make you feel a certain way. And excitement sells. You got to be excited about whatever you do. And especially if you want to be a salesperson and a dynamic salesperson, because I believe every entrepreneur and business owner should be a really dynamic salesperson in their company. And if you're not excited about what you're offering to the prospect, how are you going to get them excited? How are they going to be excited? Does that make sense? So number 1, excitement. Number 2, it's a little more emotional, but it's more controlled than excitement. Enthusiasm. You got to have enthusiasm about what you do. You got to be enthusiastic about what you're selling. You have to be enthusiastic about becoming a dynamic salesperson. And here's why I say that. Because when you look at a musician and a salesperson, they have a lot of commonalities. One of the major common denominator they have is they're able to take words to paint the picture, tell a powerful story, get people emotional and engaged. So you got to have enthusiasm. You got to be enthusiastic about what you do and what you're selling. I know when I'm pitching and I'm presenting to prospect, I know that my office and the people around my office get excited. They feel the energy. They feel my excitement. They get excited. They see my enthusiasm about what I do, loving what I do, sharing what I do, giving what I do. So number 2, you gotta be enthusiastic. You have to have enthusiasm. Must. Number 3, And this is the third to what I call the threes. You got to have energy, man. Yeah, be around people that they just walk slow. They got no energy. They're boring. They got no pulse. It's boring, right? But what I mean by energy is a very powerful emotion. If you don't use it right, it could wear you out. But you have to control that energy. Here's what I mean. I'm on the phone all day long, every day. And I speak to maybe 15, 20 people a day at different levels, different industries, different mindsets, different attitudes. And it doesn't always go good. Most of the time, it does. But there are days where I could be on my game, but nothing happens. No production, no sale. Things just happen. Somebody may disappoint you. Somebody may say they were going to do something. They didn't do it. You know, some people in your office may not be doing their job the way you want. There's going to be disappointments. But it takes a focused mind. It takes energy to continue to fight through that every single day. Especially in my profession. Not only am I an entrepreneur and a business owner, but I'm selling all day long. Not only for my company, but for my clients. So all day, every day, I'm on the phone speaking with people, closing deals. And it takes a lot of mental energy to stay focused, to be disciplined, to continue to do that every day. It's not easy. But when you train yourself to do that, you're going to be able to know how to use the energy you have to your advantage. Why? Because I look at it this way. When I take the action to call prospects, I have to set the tone. I have to be more ready, more prepared than anybody else because I do it more often. And it takes a lot of energy to do that. And like I said, it's mental energy. I could tell you this right now. When I go home every day, I'm mentally dead. And I love it. Why? Because I know I gave it everything that I had. I left it all on the table. I didn't cheat nobody. Gave it everything that I had. And it feels really good to do that. So number 3 is energy. Now, number 4, you must have conviction. Think about it. It's a whole different level of emotion. If you're not convinced about who you are, how valuable you are, what you're selling is valuable to the prospect. If you're not convinced that you're good at what you do and that what you have to offer is in their best interest, that you know they need it, but you have to get them to want it. Right? If you don't have conviction within yourself, how are you going to convince other people to move forward with you? Impossible. So you must have conviction. You have to absolutely believe what you do. They have to feel that you eat, breathe, and live what you do. Now, that doesn't mean they're always going to buy, but man, it's going to be hard for them to say no. Why? Because conviction is a combination of not only experience, but it's a combination of being excited, having enthusiasm, having the energy, telling powerful stories, providing and showing solutions to their problems. And for me, it's very simple. Every business owner, whether they're a multi-billion-dollar company, a startup company, a small company, a growing company, every business wants and needs more qualified leads and more sales. So every company needs my services. I have a sales company, Paul Cruz Sales Agency, where sales happen. That's what I do. That's what my company does. But I got to get them to want what they need. And I have to have conviction. I have to be excited when I speak with them. I have to be enthusiastic about what I'm doing, what I'm offering them. They have to feel my energy, my passion, my conviction. Think about it, guys. Number 4 is conviction. And then number 5, 1, 2, 3, 4 don't mean squat unless you do number 5. Number 5 is you have to absolutely love what you do. When you love what you do, it's never worked. I haven't worked in 30 years. I love what I do. Ever since I started cold calling 30 years ago plus, I always loved doing it. When I was 15, 16 years old, I was always selling. I was a DJ, a breakdancer. I always wanted to be a salesperson, always. I love telling stories that are valuable, that are important, that produce results. I'm not ashamed to say I'm a professional salesperson. I'm a dynamic salesperson. I produce. Not everyone likes my style. I'm okay with that. I'm not for everyone. I'm an acquired taste. But I love what I do. And never do what you do for money. Because if you do it for money, that doesn't mean you won't make it. But I know people that do things for money and are most miserable. They have freedom. They could do whatever they want. They could buy whatever they want. But they're most miserable, and some of them lack character. So when you love what you do and you believe it's valuable, you got to treasure it. Don't sell it out. Don't shortchange it. Don't cheat it. Because people will know that. I love what I do. I'm really good at what I do. And I'll never compromise on what I do. I will never lie, cheat, be deceptive, over embellish. I will do what I do by telling the truth and showing them that this is what I can do. And because of that, I get paid very well. Does that make sense? So this is part 1. I hope this has been helpful. And there's 15 ingredients that you need to develop and have. In this case, the first part is you must have these first 5. You must have excitement. You must be enthusiastic, have enthusiasm. You must have energy, both mental and physical energy. You got to have conviction. You have to love what you do. These are the first 5 ingredients. I hope this has been helpful so far. Stay tuned for part number 2. But if you like this part, do me a favor, smash the like button. Share your comments below. Let me know whether you agree or disagree. Share your comments. Let me know what you're thinking. And if you've been watching my channel, it's time for you to hit the subscription button, and also hit the notification so that you can be aware of part number 2. Anyway, till we speak again, I say goodbye for now. This is Paul Cruz with Paul Cruz Sales Agency, where sales happen. And remember this, you have to be excited. You have to be enthusiastic. You got to have energy. You have to have conviction. And you must love what you do. Talk to you later.